Hello everyone and welcome to another second channel video. Today's video is going to be about the Oculus Quest and the Oculus Go, because today we are putting them against the test. Today is the Oculus Quest versus the Oculus Go. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about the differences and which one might be better for you. But before the video starts, I do want to mention this is a second channel video, and therefore the quality isn't that great. I am trying to improve my quality and make more virtual reality videos, so expect some more soon. I'm also sorry for the lighting, it's a bit weird, as you can see. So yeah, that's it. Let's get into the video. Instead of gameplay, today I'm going to be comparing two headsets that I own, the Oculus Go and the Oculus Quest 2. So I've had the Quest 2 for about 2 weeks now, and the Oculus Go for about 2 years now. So I think I'm ready to compare the two, and this is my comparison. So the first main issue I have with this comparison here is obviously these headsets are completely different. Well, if you can't tell. This headset is 3 degrees of freedom, or 3 DoF headset, and that means that all you can do is look around and up and down. You can't move forward, you can't bend down. And it's got one controller, a 3 degrees of freedom controller, meaning you can't move forward, backwards, and stuff like that. You can only do this. It's stuck like this. And while I had a lot of fun on this headset, obviously this one is going to be a lot better. This controller is very comfortable in the hand, just like this one, but of course it's much, much bigger. It needs to be bigger to fit all the stuff it has in it. It's got very, very good battery life, and I really love it. The finger tracking on it, it's really good. It's got like touch sensitive triggers, touch sensitive everything. It knows when I'm it knows when my finger's hovering over the A, over the B, over the thumbstick, over here, and there's a little touchpad here. It's really great. I like it. This, on the other hand, just has a single touchpad right here and a trigger right here. So in one game, Alt Space on here, which is basically the VR chat for Oculus Go, I can make thumbs up and I can make a fist by pulling the trigger. That's all I can do in that. There's very limited buttons on this compared to this. Especially since you consider there's two of these. Whoops, I just hit my phone there. The headset itself, of course, has a much better screen resolution and a lot less screen door effect and God rays than this headset. And while that's a good thing and all, the bad thing is no matter how good the screen is, if comfort isn't good, the other headset will always be better. And in this case, this headset's comfort is a lot better than this headset. A lot of people, when they mention the Quest 2 head strap, they say it's a lot like the Oculus Go strap, and they are completely wrong. It's nothing like the Go strap. In fact, it's completely different. The Go strap is a lot easier to adjust. You adjust on the sides over here and not on the back. The Go strap cradles your head, and the Go strap is a lot more stretchy material. The Quest 2 strap, on the other hand, is nothing like that. The Quest 2 strap has these little things here to adjust it. It's kind of complicated. If you need help with that, I can make another video on how to use the Quest 2 strap and how to wear it and all stuff like that. The Quest 2, it's just a lot different, of course. This is solid, and then this elastic strap is nothing like this elastic strap. This one here is very soft and flexible. This one here is not very soft and not very flexible either. So, even though people say they're the same, they're not even close to the same. In the description, I will have a Reddit post I made that really explains why the Oculus Go, in this case, is better when it comes to comfort. But, what about playability? Playability-wise, the Quest 2, of course, wins. With its 6 degrees of freedom the cameras can track the controllers and even your hands. In the settings, you can turn on hand tracking, and you can actually see your fingers in VR. It's really amazing. The Quest 2 has a lot more games than the Oculus Go, but even though the Quest 2 does have some free games, a lot of the games on the Quest 2 are not free. They're, in fact, pretty expensive. Some are upwards of $60. But the Oculus Go games, most games on the Oculus Go are free. And if they're not free, they're $5 to $15. So, in terms of cheap games, the Go wins. In terms of better games, the Quest 2 wins, of course. But you may be wondering, alright, how's the full comfortability? You've already mentioned the strap, but what about everything else? So, the facial interface on the Oculus Go is a very simple facial interface. It's not very complicated, and in fact, is pretty simple. As you can see here, I've kind of lost part of the lens for my Go, but basically, this is it. This is the whole facial interface for the Go. It's just one little floppy soft thing, and I really like it. It's very comfortable on my face. It fits really well, and I very much enjoy it. But what about the Quest 2's facial interface? So unlike the Go, I'm not going to remove this one right now because it's tedious. I'm going to say that. The Quest 2 is a lot more tedious. But the Oculus Quest 2's facial interface is not close to the Go. So, although the Go might look like it would be less comfortable, the Go is a lot more comfortable. In fact, what I would do is I would compare the Quest 2's facial interface, this thing right here, this soft stuff, I would compare it to one of my old 2017 Gear VR. That's what this facial interface reminds me of. But this, on the other hand, this is really soft, it's flexible, easy to wash, and overall very user-friendly. Alright, but you may be wondering, what about accessories? Well, accessories-wise, the Quest 2 is an obvious winner here. The Quest 2 has tons upon tons of different accessories you can buy, whether third-party or from Oculus themselves. In fact, I plan on buying a few of them and making a few videos on them later. The Go, on the other hand, only had a few accessories, one of them being a VR cover facial interface. It really didn't have many things to offer, and maybe a little elastic cover or something like that. I don't know. Something to just make it look nicer. Those are basically the only accessories the Go had. So, not very many in that case. But there's one more thing, and I'm going to compare this because I forgot to mention it before. And that is, what about weight? What's with the weight and the size of these things? If it's not obvious, the Go is an obvious bigger size. When I put them up like this, they don't look like, the Go doesn't look any bigger. But if we move above, you can see here that the Go is definitely bigger than the Quest 2. The Quest 2, pretty small. This is my hand, and I've got a pretty small hand. The Go, pretty big. Obviously, since the Go is bigger, the Go is going to be heavier. But that doesn't mean the Go isn't more comfortable than the Quest 2. Because like I've said, the Quest 2's strap just absolutely sucks. And the Quest 2's facial interface is also pretty bad. Which means, even though the Go is bigger and heavier, the Go, at least to me, is more comfortable without buying any accessories. If you buy a couple of accessories for this thing, the Quest 2 is going to be far better. So, what about accessibility? Which one is easier to move on the go and stuff like that? That would be the Oculus Go. Although it is bigger and heavier, its box itself can become a case. You don't need to buy a separate case. In fact, For 2 years now, I've been using the Oculus Go's box as a case to carry around in. Why, you may ask? Well, it's got padding, and it's really small. It's about the size of the actual Oculus Go's case. But on the Quest 2's side, the box was way too big to become a case, and you would need to buy a third-party or first-party case. And that would just mean an extra $10 at least. And it's not worth it to me. So, yeah, if you want any more info or anything like that, my Reddit post will be in the description. And also, I know I didn't do very well explaining in this video, and the quality of this video isn't very well. I'm working harder to improve quality and improve, well, my scripting and explaining of all this stuff. Thanks for watching this all the way through, if you watched all the way through. If you did, please, I'm gonna do what I do on my main channel, and that's, if you watched all the way through, comment Diamond, and I will reply with Depth. If you don't know, I'm known as Diamond Depth. That's my online alias. Alright, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.